the building. Happy motherfucking Easter. Happy Easter. It's another episode of the show that is lovingly referred to as the Slab Hour. Can I get my motherfucking reverb, baby? This is the Slab Hour. No? Where's my... What? Yo, homie, I didn't do it, bro. Look, man, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of moving pieces here today, so... It's the Slab Hour. Everybody make some motherfucking noise. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Again, like I said, there's a lot of moving pieces here. And, you know, we're making it work. I want to start the episode off with a strong fuck Trump and a strong fuck session. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my fam. Dirty Knuckles and shit. I don't know if you noticed, but Phone Homie is not here. No homie. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's fucking off gallivanting again, this guy. He's off spreading his cannabis seed, if you will. Ba-doom. I'm the king of the dad joke, bro. So, yeah, homie's off at the Kush Stock Festival, getting it popping. And I'm here protecting the city like Batman. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, whenever Phone Homie's not in town, I'm the hottest ticket in town, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got to holler at your guala. So, yeah, my bro homie asked me to hold it down for him, and that's what I'll do. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to A Boogie No Hoodie. I had all this awesome banter from my bro A Boogie, but apparently he's a family man, and it's Easter. So, yeah, happy Easter, my friends. It's been a long, productive week. I had a good old time, man. We had 2 successful pop-ups this week. I was the host at, and we had great turnout, man. Thank you to everybody who came out. Thank you to all the vendors who were part of these pop-ups this week. I will be holding it down for Phone Homie while he's gone. I'm sure there has to be some footage or some stuff that Homie's got us from over there, no? We got no videos, no nothing? Wow, what the? You guys just left me out here butt naked today, huh? Wow. Well, I got a script. I'll be all right, right? Hey, it's all right. My back's to the wind. You know, you guys left me out here with my nuts exposed, but whatever, you know. It's all right. It's all right. It's cool. We'll be good. We'll be good. We've already knocked out 13 minutes and 31 seconds, so there's that. You know what I mean? I don't know if you hear the jazzy instrumentals in the background provided by my fam, Jay the engineer. You know what I'm saying? Let's all zone out to the smooth, groovy tunage. Makes you want to hug yourself. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the prime example of how you kill time, all right? That's how you kill time. You hug yourself, dance and shit. You hit your motherfucking vape. Talk about the Wookiee and shit, you know what I'm saying? You talk about the motherfucking fuck Trump sign. Oh, don't forget. Do we have a line? There's no line. I just balls totally exposed today. Yeah, I do. I might have one here. Let me check my back pocket. Let me see if I got one on my phones. All right, I got a phone. I don't give a fuck. All right, you ready? I'm going to give you all my number, you fucking stalkers. You ready? Here we go. Don't call me with no heavy breathing and shit. 202-873-0325. I'm going to need the mic connection just in case I get a call. Please call me in and tell me how bad a job I'm doing, all right? I need that. I need the constructive criticisms. Oh, look at this guy. Yo, you got to put your head back in the screen there. Put your head back in the screen. Look at this guy's luxurious fucking mane. I envy this man's hair. He's like Farrah Fawcett. He's fucking, he's ravishing. He's a beautiful specimen, this young man here. Good old Ben. He's got awesome hair. Nothing like this gray shit over here, you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, this guy's fancy. I think we need to get him his own show. He's fucking, who is that guy from all the books? He's Fabio-esque, if you will. He's Fabio-esque. Shout out to Ben. Ben is the most handsome dude behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? He wins the show today, all right? I came in here looking rough, all right? I'm not trying today. So let's see what's going on over here, huh? This is episode 148. Let's make some motherfucking noise for that, huh? 148 episodes. Shit. I think I hosted like 5 of those. So I'd like to think that I've contributed to the success of this show immensely. You know what I'm saying? With the all 5 hostings I've done here, I think that I took the show over the top, and now we are definitely the best cannabis show in the world, on the planet, in the universe. Shout out to motherfucking Jake over there, always holding it down. My fam, Sander, man, you know what I'm saying? We don't got the blue hat special going on today, but we do have a green hat special. We do have a green hat special at the Phone Homie booth. It's on the dummy right there. You see the green hat special? Come on, guys. I can't be the brains, the beauty, and the muscle here. Come on. Come on. I'm doing all this fucking witty banter by myself. So, yeah, it's 148 fucking episodes deep. Shout out my bro, Phone Homie, man. I mean, I think I got about 40 episodes, so I got a lot of catching up to do if I want to get on my bro's level, man. So now, 4. What is this? What do we got going on? The boss man? The boss man? I'm having a hard time here, homie. So here we go. It's the motherfucking Slab Minute. Get 10% off of all your CBD needs on peaceoflife.com with the code PHONECBD. You can get 10% off all your CBD needs on peaceoillife.com with the code PHONECBD. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys log on to that website, you can get 10% off all of your CBD. And all you need to do is use your Phone Homie code, which is PHONECBD. All right? Now, I need my damn song, all right? Did we find my song? I need my song because I you know it, baby. Shout out to the bro Chris Crazy. I'm hoping for a call from Phone Homie.
Fucking twax guy.
You know what I need.
I need terps. Yes. Bitch. I gotta have those terps. Terpenes. That sticky shit.
Shout out to all the fam down at Kushstock. Look who we got. You know this guy? I haven't seen him in forever. How about we zoom in on this screen here and we get a little Phone Homie action. You know this guy here? I haven't seen this guy.
Worldwide America, California, Washington, D.C.
Let's give him some volume.
You got me?
We got you.
All right, it's your boy Phone Homie. Worldwide, Washington, D.C. Everybody around the world tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Chirp it up. Slab it down. Welcome to the Slab Hour. All right. And just let you guys know I'm having a great time out here in fucking beautiful California with all my buds. All right. Having a good time. It's awesome out here. Someone just fucking broke gas, and that's disgusting.
Oh.
But just letting you guys know, the Slab Hour is a show that's dedicated to putting the cannabis forefront on the forefront. We don't really, although we talk about politics, although we need politics, we don't really want to put our own political opinion into there. That is for a different time, a different place. All right, so we want to keep ourselves concentrated, pun intended, on cannabis and everything around it. So much love to you guys. Keep that cloud of smoke going. And I got to go because I'm about to jump off the fucking balcony right now because it smells of internal gas. Yep.
So someone's ass died?
Yeah. Methane leak. And we're out here on the balcony, and the shit's still sitting with us, man.
That's
This
awesome.
This shit is worse than butane.
I'm not so jealous anymore.
Yeah, don't be.
Yeah,
The terps are real and the diamonds are big. So
All
yeah,
right.
I'll leave you with one little piece of porn before I go. Oh God, no. You guys really did it. What the fuck did you guys eat at the festival, man? It definitely was not me.
It was the taco, man. It was me.
Oh wow.
See, at least you admit it.
Looking very terpy there.
What the fuck you ate, dude?
Looking very terpy. So,
Terpy, you mean?
hey, homie,
Bulbous diet.
can you give me any information on what happened with Chris Crazy?
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to perform. We all had a great day. Dab and Granny, Chris Crazy, and myself. But me, Brother Lynch Hung, and Chris Crazy ended up sitting at the backstage wondering what happened to the scheduling. Something went wrong with the scheduling, and for some odd reason, they decided to put performances after the headliner, which to me doesn't make much sense.
Wow. So so that's how it played out.
Say again?
I said, so that's how it played out. That's our report from Kushstock. They did the fan Chris Crazy dirty.
Yeah, I'd say bottom line that would probably sum it up pretty well.
All right.
I mean, if everything was A-okay, he would have performed, and everybody would have been happy. So, I mean, we were all ready to go. We had a bunch of stuff ready to throw out to the crowd, and unfortunately, we ended up sitting in the backstage with our thumb up our ass, waiting to perform. And that was the first time I was going to be hype man. So I was looking for my opportunity to debut into the entertainment industry. I want to be the new rapper. That's all the kids are talking about now is rap music, this and that. I like this hip hop shit. It's fucking real funky.
It had to be pretty uncomfortable sitting there with your finger up your ass.
You know what? I walked right into that, so I guess I deserve.
You set yourself up for that one, bro.
Well, I was chafed. It wasn't really my finger up my ass, but I was chafed to the point where I had to use my legs to walk about 1.5 inches apart because try walking all day at a festival and then your legs chafe.
I haven't had the pleasure yet. I'm one of these days I'll do it. One of these days I'll be there.
Well, let's get back to the Slab Hour. And we'll
right back to the Slab Hour, bro.
My name's Phone Homie, and I'm out of this piece. It's time for me to go jump off this roof because these motherfuckers are killing me with their farts. Chirp it up and slap it down. I got diamonds to smoke.
All right, brother.
All right, peace.
All right, here we go. I'm going to take my fucking dab now. Fucking dab blocker. That's what I need.
Fucking Twax guy. Yeah, I'm dripping terps, bitch. I need terps. Yes. Bitch. I gotta have those terps. Terpenes. That sticky shit, you know? I need terps. Where's the clarity? I gotta have those terps. Terpenes.
Terpenes.
I need a fat nugget so I can squash it. You got a fat nugget? Mighty nigga, then toss it my direction and watch me squeeze it. Smoke it with the crew, we all be cheesing. Like it's picture day in high school and I'm high fool. High chews are great right now, cause I got the munchies. That bitch is
I love high chews.
I'll bet you,
They're so awesome.
Let's play a
High
game
chews are
of
awesome.
tic-tac-toe with the terps. If you ain't know, on top of these rigs, they cost about 3,000 and up, bitch. Open your mouth and push it close. Heat the nail, the shit'll drip like a trail from a snail. Do you feel me? If not, then go. Hold it in, bitch, and blow up your throat. Bitch, I gotta have those terps.
My big bro Chris.
Yo, he's terping. He terping.
I've been talking to her since day one. I'll be right back.
No, fuck all that. Say juice. Say juice.
Dab the fuck out, rosin the fuck out. That there's poop suit, watch me just toss out the window. That's what I need when I'm smoking. San Francisco or Oakland. Count us out when we bounce. All of the good ass flavors that you can taste in your mouth. It's right here where I'm at, and I'm smoking a sack of the CB. terps at? I'm with Van Dweller. That shit 13%. So the terps is through the roof and it'll get you bent. Like a wire hanger if you locked your keys in the car. Or to have you dab the fuck out like you drunk at the bar. But really it was the terpene profile. And I'ma smoke it for the whole mile. And then we'll take the freeway exit to the dispensary. Get a discount, bitch. If you mention me,
I'm getting hot. Things are heating up. All right, we're back and I survived. All right, I made it through the walls of Jericho and I'm here. Now I'm gonna deliver some news. Here's our events, all right, buddy? Stay lit and fit every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the 420 Cardio Sesh. Created by 420 After Fitness, this event is based on an Instagram hashtag that has gained in trendiness over the years. The movement, Stay Lit, Stay Fit, for the active cannabis user. Every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., there is an open invite for the whole DMV area and Canafit community to join as one. All fitness levels are welcome to participate. This event is for networking with like-minded individuals, group support, cardio however you want, jump ropes, etc., and just to enjoy cannabis in a fun, active, peaceful, and responsible manner. Free entry and gift upon arrival for individuals who to pre-workout beforehand, and of course, can't forget a free post-workout farewell gift. Gifts are only given to those that DM 420 After Fitness beforehand. There will be different locations each week, and as the team builds, the activities will differ. From April 12th to April 14th, the World Medical Cannabis Conference and Expo will be going on in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The 2018 World Medical Cannabis Conference and Expo serves the growing national cannabis market. Hosted by Compassionate Certification Centers, a leader in medical cannabis healthcare. The large-scale event is designed to bring together thought leaders from all industry sectors. Whether you are new to the industry or a cannabis veteran, the 2018 WMCC Expo is where the East Coast and West Coast innovation intersect. So make sure to get your tickets at their website, CompassionateCertificationCenters.com. The International Cannabis Business Conference will be held in Berlin, April 11th through the 13th. With Europe's strongest economy, Germany is leading the way in medical cannabis, and investment opportunities are at an all-time high. The International Cannabis Business Conference proudly returns in 2018 to the Martin Pro Arte Hotel in Berlin on April 11th, 12th, and the 13th. Early bird tickets are now available with savings of up to $150 USD. So act now and secure your seat at Europe's premier cannabis event. On the West Coast, keep your eyes and ears open for the High Times Cannabis Cup in San Bernardino, California. The High Times Cannabis Cup started in Amsterdam and has grown to include cities across the globe. Events put on in the United States feature live music with a nationally acclaimed headliner, seminars, parties, vendor booths, selling all kinds of cannabis paraphernalia, accessories, artwork, and gear. The highlight of the event is the cannabis competition, with judges awarding trophies to the best strains and products in several different categories. The cup will be held from April 20th to the 22nd at the San Bernardino National Orange Show Event Center. Tickets are on sale now, so make sure to check out their site, cannabiscup.com. I need a tissue. Moving on to a celebration that happens every year in the same place. The annual Ann Arbor Hash Bash will be lighting up as always on the first Saturday in April, the 7th at high noon. Hash Bash is an annual event held in Ann Arbor, Michigan, originally held every April 1st, but now on the first Saturday of April at high noon on the University of Michigan Diag. A collection of speeches, live music, street vending, and occasional civil disobedience are centered on the goal of reforming federal, state, and local cannabis laws. No tickets are needed to attend this event, so make sure to show up if you're in the area. Got that post-nasal terp drip going on over here, you know what I'm saying? I needed to take a moment. Last but most definitely not least, come out to the 2018 National Cannabis Festival on Saturday, April 21st for the biggest MJ celebration of the year with your boy Phone Homie and yours truly, District Dabbers, and so many others. Don't miss out on the third annual National Cannabis Festival this April 21st at RFK Stadium. Celebrate the end of Prohibition during a full day of activism, food, culture, and music, including some amazing artists such as Cypress Hill, Backyard Band, C.I., Bo Young Prince, and many more. Tickets are on sale now, so make sure to get yours as soon as possible at thenationalcannabisfestival.com. All right, let's get into this news. Cannabis arrests in New Orleans plummet after policy change. Despite what Jeff Sessions says about cannabis, some local politicians are fighting against the injustice of arresting people for cannabis. Cannabis arrests in New Orleans have plummeted after a policy change that was implemented to allow for more tolerant policing. Between June 2016 and May 2017, only 1% of meetings between police and people accused of cannabis possession ended in an arrest. Troubled by the number of cannabis arrests and wasted resources, the New Orleans City Council began encouraging the New Orleans police force to focus less on cannabis possession charges. Since then, the City Council voted in an order that authorizes the police to issue court summonses to those caught with cannabis. These court summonses were meant to replace putting people under arrest for cannabis possession. These summonses result in fines rather than jail time. For a first-time offense, the fine is only $40. After that, the fee increases by $20 per offense and caps off at $100. The ordinance still permits police to arrest people for cannabis if they believe it's absolutely necessary. City Councilwoman Susan Guidry explained to local media, "In our estimation, the punishment more neatly matches the crime." In 2016, these changes in marijuana charges went statewide with the Louisiana House of Representatives legalized medical cannabis. The medical cannabis legislation also permits cities to issue ordinances for cannabis possession, following New Orleans' lead. One of the Louisiana House of Representatives' objectives was to decrease the number of people in jail. Though the state government has yet to decriminalize cannabis arrests in New Orleans have plummeted after the city passed a policy change that allowed for summons and fines over arrests. According to last year's figures, only 1% of meetings between police and those accused of cannabis possession culminated in an arrest. Only a few years ago, this percentage was staggering 72% of the encounters led to an arrest, between 2011 and 2014, according to media reports. Councilwoman Guidry commented on the decrease in the percentage of arrests. It was just astounding to see the effect that this message had. In 2014, 3 out of every 4 people arrested for cannabis possession were black. This figure has also decreased since the police began issuing ordinances instead of arrests. Overall, the NOPD arrests 5,000 fewer people for cannabis possession annually since the City Council implemented its new arrest policy. Though recreational cannabis isn't legal yet, the state is making strides in medical cannabis police discrimination and arrest rates that show a promising outlook for the future. So shout out to New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, trying. Illinois is taking action against synthetic cannabinoids. In the month of March alone, nearly 24 people have wound up in Illinois hospitals, bleeding severely from their eyes, ears, and open wounds. They weren't involved in accidents or the victims of violent assaults. Instead, these people were hospitalized after using spice, a drug that mixes synthetic cannabinoids with smokable herbs or vaping liquid. State public health officials just made the connection between the cases of severe bleeding and the drug. And now, Illinois is taking action against synthetic cannabinoids. Since March 7th, the Illinois Department of Public Health has received reports that 22 people went to the hospital due to severe bleeding. The cause of the bleeding, according to state health officials, is synthetic cannabinoids. Branded with names like K2 and Spice, synthetic cannabinoids are lab-made analogs to the cannabinoids cannabis plants naturally produce, like THC. The analogs are far from perfect copies, and they have the quality of being several times more potent than their natural counterparts. They are not safe and may affect the brain much more powerfully than marijuana, said an IDPH spokesperson. That increased potency can wreak havoc on the human body. Additionally, it doesn't help that synthetic cannabinoids are typically manufactured in unknown and unregulated conditions and contain who knows what kinds of chemicals. In fact, manufacturers of Spice and K2 often switch up their recipes in order to keep their products legal. Consequently, it's common to find synthetic cannabinoids for sale in convenience stores, bodegas, gas stations, and other innocuous places. The availability of Spice leads to the perception that synthetic cannabinoids are legal. In turn, that creates the belief that they are a safer alternative to cannabis. But the exact opposite is the case. The effects of synthetic cannabinoids are unpredictable and can be life-threatening. The recent cases of severe bleeding are evidence of the harm synthetic cannabinoids can cause, said Illinois Department of Health Public Director Nirav D. Shah. While the effects of the synthetic cannabinoids can be extremely debilitating and dangerous, they can also be lethal. Outbreaks of spice-related hospitalizations aren't exclusive to Illinois or even the United States. The UK is also dealing with its own rash of incidents, including the recent death of a high schooler in Manchester, Luke Pennington, 14. He experimented with the form of synthetic cannabinoids at a friend's sleepover. Luke and his friends immediately fell ill and called paramedics. Paramedics arrived and rushed the boys to the hospital. Doctors rushed Luke to an intensive care unit, but he died at 1:55 a.m. on March 18th. So far, the young man's cause of death is unknown. Officials are awaiting his histology and toxicology reports. In response to their own cases of severe bleeding and in an effort to prevent deaths like this one in Manchester this month, Illinois is taking action against synthetic cannabinoids. Their first step is to target the places where the drug is available. On Thursday, Chicago police began sweeping neighborhoods suspected of selling spice. Police have reported purchasing it from various convenience stores, dealers, or acquiring it from friends, said Jennifer Layden, the chief medical officer of the IDPH. According to Layden, most of the purchases stem from the Chicago area. Chicago police have shut down one store in Lawndale suspected of selling spice. So far, however, officials have not linked this store to the recent outbreak of severe bleeding. In addition to shutting down stores that sell synthetic cannabinoids, Illinois officials are trying to identify a common product that accounts for the cases of severe bleeding. Officials with the IDPH know that synthetic weed is causing the problem, but they don't know exactly what chemical is in the drug that is causing the severe reactions. They suspect, however, that this batch of spice contains an anticoagulant or some other blood thinner that can be responsible for the hospitalization of so many. So, guys, just stay the fuck off that bullshit, man. Like, I don't give a fuck what you hear about how it's gonna help you pass a piss test or whatever the fuck or whatever, bro. Like, dude, you want to be bleeding out your asshole? Huh? You want to be leaking, bloody anal leakage. Yeah, bro, like that's like what that shit sounds like what they say in the commercials and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's fucking crazy. May cause mud butt. Like, you don't want to have bloody mud butt, guys. Stay off of that shit, all right? I beg you, all right? We only want the best for you. Use the real deal, Holyfield. No substitutes. Nothing can substitute for real cannabinoids, all right, guys? California City lowers its sales tax on recreational cannabis. Officials in Berkeley, California, argue that tax-abiding cannabis dispensaries aren't able to offer the same low pricing as black market dealers due to the state's heavy tax program. The tax on recreational cannabis went from 10% to 5% this week. This tax reduction is only on the city level. Including state taxes, the tax total on marijuana in Berkeley will be 30%. While this might seem high, it's actually one of the lowest tax rates in the country. California law mandates that cannabis consumers pay a city tax, a sales tax, a cultivation tax, and a state excise tax. In some places, this means 40% tax on cannabis. But even Berkeley's lower tax seems excessive. As cannabis shopper Robert Francisco told CBS, a 35% tax is pretty excessive for anything. Legal cannabis sales are dwindling while the black market is experiencing a boom in business. A few months after legalization, people are less excited about legal cannabis and more interested in lower prices. I said California City at the very top of it. Ben, what did I skip? Yeah, legal cannabis sales in California are dwindling while the black market is experiencing a boom in business. A few months after legalization, people are less excited about legal cannabis and more interested in lower prices. Illegal cannabis sold online can be $20 less than what you find at a dispensary. Francisco explains why people aren't buying at dispensaries as much. The taxes, I think, are what's driving the people not to come to the club anymore. I know a lot of my friends who used to come to the clubs are going back to the black market. Many are concerned that these taxes cut too deep for cannabis dispensaries' clientele. Not only does this put businesses in danger, but the state doesn't make as much in tax dollars as expected. In Colorado, cannabis sales top $1 billion of taxable revenue. With a 15% tax rate in most places, Colorado has had plenty of funds to spend on education and other social endeavors. California hoped that its 35% taxation would give the state revenue it needs. But the consumers are going back to the black market. Sabrina Fendrick, who works for Dispensary Berkeley Patients Group, explains, everybody wants to generate revenue. We all want to serve our communities. But if everyone is going to the illicit market, then no one is generating revenue and no one is being helped. Before you could buy recreational cannabis in California, many predicted that the state's considerable cannabis tax would encourage black market sales and dissuade legal buyers. This is due to the massive amount of cannabis grown in California and the state's strict pesticide regulations. Since many farmers don't necessarily qualify or can afford a permit saying that they follow the state's environmental regulations, they can't sell their product at dispensaries. This means that a lot of weed has to be sold on the black market, which lowers its price. Berkeley's decision to lower its city tax on cannabis from 10 to 5% is one of a few measures Californian officials are taking to combat the high pricing. Currently, state officials are working on legislation that would lower the excise tax from 15 to 11% statewide. Now that recreational cannabis is legal in California, let's hope that California lawmakers can make it accessible all for a fair price. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's the motherfucking news. Yeah, it is. We did it. I want to chuck this thing, but it's like 36 pages, and I don't want to make none of you guys pick that shit up. I don't want to be the dickhead that chucks all this news and makes you pick it all up. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. What do you got for me over there, Ben? You look like you got something rolling around in your brain. You got some videos? Let's go to some videos, bro.
You freaking out, dude? Yeah, you probably are, because you're a little bit stoned, right? Well, that's okay, because I want to talk to you. Hey, whoa, hey, focus. I want to talk to you about something that's important to all stoners, legalization. Now, before you start organizing a protest, get bored of that protest and go back to playing Mario Kart, take a second to consider that legalization may not be a great idea. Now, I'm not talking about public policy or health. I'm talking about all the little things that are going to change. And you hate change, unless it's a new Doritos flavor. What? Think of all the people you don't want to smoke weed with.
I suppose I could partake in this doob.
Oh, dudes, I'm so high right now. I'm so high right now, guys. Can we talk about this all night?
Oh, son, this stuff is so much stronger than the grass when I was your age. I mean, it's like, dude, it's deep, man.
Oh, you think smoking weed with your dad would be fun, don't you? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever gotten drunk with your dad?
Son,
What?
I see you seeing your cousin Maggie. Yeah. I mean, she's grown up. She's like...
Oh,
like
gross. It's disgusting. Come on,
Oh, shit,
Dad.
it's your mom.
Ugh. If weed were legal, annoying stoners would multiply faster.
Than an Asian kid at a mad contest?
Dad! You're so racist! Right now, buying weed is super easy. Some shady guy comes over, he mumbles something, you mumble something, you give him some money, and that's it. Bam, you're done. You've just bought weed, and you didn't even leave the couch. But once weed is legal, well, let me ask you this. When's the last time you enjoyed going to a busy Starbucks?
Now, do I want an ounce of sour diesel or Vancouver Sunset?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is not Kush.
You missing our shady guy yet? Thank you.
Okay, so that is $299 for the ounce, plus local tax, state tax, federal tax. That comes to $973.
What? And who will grow this legal weed? It won't be someone who spends all day in an underground bunker tinkering and crossbreeding, trying to create the stickiest of icky. No, it won't be someone like Mitch here.
Hey, no names, man.
I'm sorry. No, it's gonna be mass grown by some Iowa farmer with a government subsidy trying to get the most product for the least cost.
Little bull semen and some HGH. You put that on your soil, it'll triple your yield.
Plus, think of the children. Look, teenagers are always going to do illegal drugs to be cool, right? So do we really want to make the one illegal drug that's not harmful and not addictive in any way suddenly uncool?
This is stupid. Let's smoke this dog shit instead. I hate my dad.
Look, smoking weed should be fun and it shouldn't really be a crime. But are we as a society really ready to deal with the repercussions of making it legal? Instead, I propose this as an alternative. How about the cops just leave us stoners alone and let us get back to doing what we do best? Nothing.
Cops? Did you say cops?
He's gotta go!
You'll never take me alive! Come on!
Wells up. Sticks down. Part of this medicated nation. Medical abomination. Still get that standing ovation. Wishing I was on a vacation. Pull my sticks out, get slapped. OG Samurai Jack. Dabbing on that hardcore OG wax. Take a few hits and that's a wrap. All I wanna do is take a nap. Wake up and kick some ass. After that I fuck a few pussycats. And they'll just chill in my lap. Call me Dr. Evil. My flow's dark like Cheeto. Just trying to spit real though. I don't give a fuck if you pirate me. Free download. What I spit is illegal. So good, can't wait for the sequel. What you getting mad for? It's just me, bro. Out to the pothead people. Running through the streets, getting high, smoking weed, ho. Drillin'. Smoking all dabs. Making that oil. Burning that wax. Every day I'm drillin'. Smoking all dabs. Making that oil. Burning that wax. Wax stains on my clothes, wax burns on my hose, you know how it goes. Doubt types of gold, shit never gets old. I've been told that my dick broke the mold. That I'm too young, but I'm quick with the tongue. I'm funk up brung, and I'm one smoking a PHX bung till I leave this town. Hold a wax crown, you know, be holding it down. Brought up as an oil baron, but I don't mind sharing. Drillin', smoking all dabs, making that oil, burning that wax. Every day I'm drillin', smoking all dabs, making that oil, burning that wax. Bout that wax like a record. Put a nail on it, pull like a ripcord. Cough like I was on my deathbed. Have been before, and all I want now is some great head. Smoking that shadow, small shit don't matter. After a dab, I never get mad. Typically feeling wavy and rad. Permanent stains on my glass, smoking and choking on oil and hash. Call me 2 dabs, drilling the wax. 2 sticks, bring it back. Drillin', smoking all dabs, making that oil, burning that wax. Every day I'm drillin', smoking all dabs, making that oil, burning that wax.
I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that if we do find oil here, and I think there's a very good chance that we will, this community of yours will not only survive, it will flourish.
Standard Oil.
As marijuana becomes legalized throughout North America, many are trying edibles for the first time as a healthier option. But with edible marijuana providing such a different experience than smoking, how does it work, and is eating pot actually better for you? When you heat cannabis, you effectively change the chemical makeup of compounds within it called cannabinoids. Smoking heats it to around 800 degrees Celsius and converts THCA to delta-9 THC, which binds to receptors in your brain, making them continually fire and causing your imagination, thoughts, and perceptions to magnify. This is why every thought can feel like a significant one. And because it travels straight from your lungs into the bloodstream and to your brain, the drug works within minutes and lasts about 2 to 3 hours. But when making edibles, the weed is heated to around 150 degrees Celsius, burning less of the actual plant and minimizing carcinogens. THC is lipophilic, not water-soluble, so the activated THC must be dissolved into something fatty like oil or butter. And once this substance is consumed, the onset of the high is delayed as the drug is absorbed more slowly through your gut. But this high typically lasts 4 to 8 hours, and most report feeling more high than compared to smoking marijuana. This is because when you eat edible weed, the THC is first metabolized by the liver before entering the bloodstream, and here delta-9 THC also becomes 11-OH THC, which passes the brain barrier more rapidly and is a more potent chemical. So using the same amount of marijuana, you actually get more high with edibles, because it ends up creating both delta-9 THC and 11-OH THC, which is a stronger compound. And because there are more psychotropic types of cannabinoids acting on your neurons, you'll be high for longer. Of course, you also get to skip out on the toxic chemicals that smoking provides, like carbon monoxide, bronchial irritants, and tumor initiators. Smoking anything means you're inhaling cancer-causing molecules, so if you can get high without smoking, it will be healthier for your lungs and body. The downside? It's much harder to control the high you'll get, because it can take up to 1 to 2 hours to feel the full effects, and the dosage can vary significantly. Modulating the effects, or titrating as it's called, is much more difficult, and as a result you can end up a lot higher than you intended to. But unlike those who consume too much alcohol, opioids, or other drugs, you won't be suffering any serious long-term harm, toxicity, or lethal overdose if you do consume as marijuana.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack, and you may find yourself in another part of the world, and you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile, and you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife, and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, letting the water hold me down, letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again after the money's gone. Once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, Where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's on, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Same as it ever was.
Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Yeah. Terrible.
Yo, we back. Yo, Kermit got it popping, bro. That fucking oil video was pretty damn dope, too. Who was the artist? We don't know who the guy's name is, but the record was fucking dope. I like it. Oh, we'll have his name for you in a few short seconds. I want to take a second to shout out, man. Shout out to all of my followers, man. I was able to hit 20,000 followers this week. Jay, you got that graphic? Yeah, man, we did it. Thank you to everybody that played a part in me getting to the 20K. I couldn't have done it without my bro phone homie for sure, man. Thank you to all you people, man. I got nothing but love for you. Without you, there's no me. You know what I'm talking about? The artist name on that dope-ass record was Tommy Two Sticks. And the record was fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? It's called Oil Baron. That shit is fire. It was a dope record. And now I'm going to drop this glob. I'm going to take my ass up out of here. This is another episode 148 to be exact, of the Slab Hour. I am your guest host, Jay All Day, a.k.a. District Dabbers. Thank you for tuning in, man. Holla at your guala. If you from Australia, holla at your koala. You heard?